In a 1924 legal case in the Permanent Court of International Justice, Britain attempted to explain how it could unilaterally terminate belligerent occupancy through the mandate system and give itself a right to rule. Britain's principal legal advisor, Cecil Hurst, said from 1918 up until 1920, the occupation was a military occupation. In 1920, it was converted into a civil occupation. He conceded that, in the international law sense of the term, there has been no succession between Turkey and Great Britain in regard to Palestine. All that has happened is that Palestine as a geographical entity has passed under the control and under the administration of Great Britain. But then Hearst said, the British rights, therefore, today in Palestine, are really an emanation from the occupation which began in 1918. Opposing counsel in the court case mocked Hearst and derisively called his theory one of spontaneous generation of the British Mandate. It's true, there's no legal basis for it. Britain therefore took further steps to unilaterally solidify its governance purportedly under the Mandate system. One step was to define the territory it wanted. The majority of the Arabs of Palestine insisted that Palestine should remain an integral part of Syria as its southern province, forming a united Arab kingdom. But France and Britain had already secretly agreed in the 1916 Sykes-Picot Agreement to carve up the Arab East between themselves. And here's the key line: states do not have the right to divide up the territory of other states. In December 1920, France and Britain concluded a treaty to define Palestine and Syria as separate entities, a treaty that was legally dubious. Not only did France and Britain unilaterally sever Palestine from Syria, Britain also drew up its Mandate for Palestine document in December 1920, declaring that it planned to govern Palestine by the Mandate system and specifying that it planned to implement the Balfour Declaration. It made this document public and sent it to the League of Nations. On July 24, 1922, the Council did not discuss the text of the Mandate for Palestine, but the following notation appeared in the meeting minutes. The articles of the Mandates for Palestine and Syria are approved. The mandates will enter into force automatically and at the same time as soon as the governments of France and Italy have notified the President of the Council of the League of Nations that they have reached an agreement on certain particular points. By autumn 1922, Britain and the Allies lost hope that Turkey, now under the leadership of Kemal Ataturk, would ratify the Treaty of Sèvres. So they invited Turkey to Lausanne, Switzerland, to negotiate a treaty acceptable to Turkey. In July 1923, the Treaty of Lausanne was signed, and as before, ratification would be required. Though Turkey did agree to renounce sovereignty over its Arab provinces, the treaty did not specify any beneficiary. In fact, it made no mention of Britain or the Allies. Instead, Turkey renounced all rights and titles outside Turkey itself, the future of these territories being settled or to be settled by the parties concerned. By this provision, Turkey was agreeing to leave these territories to themselves.